Top 5 Most Read Articles section is brought to you by Paints and Coatings Expert. Do not forget to like the video, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Top 5 Most Read Articles from the 19th to the 25th of April, 2021 on Paints and Coatings Expert. Stahl to launch a new range of renewable carbon-based polyurethanes. The development of biomass-based and/or captured carbon-based polyurethane polymers. Stahl, an active proponent of responsible chemistry, has launched a new range of renewable carbon-based polyurethanes, called Nevera. They replace petroleum-based chemicals with renewable alternatives, enabling manufacturers of fashion, footwear and upholstery and many other consumer products to significantly reduce their environmental footprint. For the development of Stahl's Nevera range, the company initiated collaborations with key development partners with the goal to create renewable carbon-based building blocks, which until now have not been available commercially. These novel building blocks allow the development of biomass-based and/or captured carbon-based polyurethane polymers. Nevera products can be used in a variety of coating applications, including pre-skin and top-coat formulations, PUD resins, adhesives and basecoats. The range currently comprises 4 polyurethane resin binders that are available as co-solvent-free water-based dispersions. The whitest paint is here, and it's the coolest, literally. In an effort to curb global warming, Purdue University engineers have created the whitest paint yet. Coating buildings with this paint may one day cool them off enough to reduce the need for air conditioning, the researchers say. In October, the team created an ultra-white paint that pushed limits on how white paint can be. Now they've outdone that. The newer paint not only is whiter but also can keep surfaces cooler than the formulation that the researchers had previously demonstrated. If you were to use this paint to cover a roof area of about 1,000 square feet, we estimate that you could get a cooling power of 10 kilowatts. That's more powerful than the central air conditioners used by most houses, said Sholan Ruan, a Purdue professor of mechanical engineering. The researchers believe that this white may be the closest equivalent of the blackest black, Vantablack, which absorbs up to 99.9% of visible light. The new whitest paint formulation reflects up to 98.1% of sunlight, compared with the 95.5% of sunlight reflected by the researchers' previous ultra-white paint, and sends infrared heat away from a surface at the same time. Typical commercial white paint gets warmer rather than cooler. Paints on the market that are designed to reject heat reflect only 80% to 90% of sunlight and can't make surfaces cooler than their surroundings. The team's research paper showing how the paint works publishes Thursday, April 15, as the cover of the journal Axe Applied Materials and Interfaces. What makes the whitest paint so white? 2 features give the paint its extreme whiteness. One is the paint's very high concentration of a chemical compound called barium sulfate, which is also used to make photo paper and cosmetics white. We looked at various commercial products, basically anything that's white, said Xiangyu Li, a postdoctoral researcher at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, who worked on this project as a Purdue Ph.D. student in Ruan's lab. We found that using barium sulfate, you can theoretically make things really, really reflective, which means that they're really, really white. The second feature is that the barium sulfate particles are all different sizes in the paint. How much each particle scatters light depends on its size, so a wider range of particle sizes allows the paint to scatter more of the light spectrum from the sun. A high concentration of particles that are also different sizes gives the paint the broadest spectral scattering, which contributes to the highest reflectance, said Joseph Peoples, a Purdue Ph.D. student in mechanical engineering. There is a little bit of room to make the paint whiter, but not much without compromising the paint. Although a higher particle concentration is better for making something white, you can't increase the concentration too much. The higher the concentration, the easier it is for the paint to break or peel off, Lee said. How the whitest paint is also the coolest. The paint's whiteness also means that the paint is the coolest on record. Using high-accuracy temperature reading equipment called thermocouples, the researchers demonstrated outdoors that the paint can keep surfaces 19 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than their ambient surroundings at night. It can also cool surfaces 8 degrees Fahrenheit below their surroundings under strong sunlight during noon hours. The paint's solar reflectance is so effective, it even worked in the middle of winter. During an outdoor test with an ambient temperature of 43 degrees Fahrenheit, the paint still managed to lower the sample temperature by 18 degrees Fahrenheit. This white paint is the result of 6 years of research building on attempts going back to the 1970s to develop radiative cooling paint as a feasible alternative to traditional air conditioners. Ruan's lab had considered over 100 different materials, narrowed them down to 10 and tested about 50 different formulations for each material. Their previous ultra-white paint was a formulation made of calcium carbonate, an earth-abundant compound commonly found in rocks and seashells. The researchers showed in their study that, like commercial paint, their barium sulfate-based paint can potentially handle outdoor conditions. The technique that the researchers used to create the paint also is compatible with the commercial paint fabrication process. Patent applications for this paint formulation have been filed through the Purdue Research Foundation Office of Technology Commercialization. This research was supported by the Cooling Technologies Research Center at Purdue University and the Air Force Office of Scientific Research through the Defense University Research Instrumentation Program. The research was performed at Purdue's FlexLab and Ray W. Herrick Laboratories and the Burke Nanotechnology Center of Purdue's Discovery Park. PPG to acquire automotive coatings manufacturer Cetelon. PPG announced that it has acquired Cetelon Lac Fabric GmbH, a manufacturer of coatings for automotive and light truck wheel applications. Financial details of the transaction were not disclosed. Cetelon develops and manufactures a wide range of coating systems for the wheel industry, including certain proprietary technologies. It operates production and sales offices in Ditzingen, Germany, from which it serves many leading wheel suppliers worldwide. Founded in 1948 in Stuttgart, Germany, Cetelon became part of the Berlac Group in 2011. The company employs approximately 95 people globally. New water-based dispersions for high-quality PU systems by Lanxess. Specialty chemicals company Lanxess expands its unique Trixine Aqua range of water-based blocked isocyanate dispersions. The product family now includes new grades, specifically designed to expand the application areas and meet more demanding customer needs. Trixine Aqua by 120 expands the outstanding performance as adhesion promoter of Aqua by 220, enabling formulators to use it in a wide pH range and further enhancing soft handle. This is beneficial in textile processing where the products can be used for hydrophobic resins applied in the waterproof treatment, for breathable fabrics, and for silk screen printing to improve the print's resistance to wash cycles. As a non-ionic product, Trixine Aqua by 522 is designed to achieve harder coating, with superior chemical resistance and good drying characteristics. It is applied to metal and glass surfaces. Glasses, for example, are given excellent durability by this coating agent. A new dimension in high-throughput screening by BYK, 80,000 samples per year. To learn more, visit paintsandcoatingsexpert.com.